just staring at all of this stresses me out. Hello, Wolfpack. It is so good to see you all. Thank you for joining me tonight on this spontaneous cleanup day. Yet again, I think this is like the 4th cleanup daily vlog that I've done, but I can't help it. This is how fast my office gets so messy and dirty. And right now it's at the point where I can't even think straight, and I need to make sure that I organize everything because I'm tripping over stuff, I'm walking over things, I'm kind of throwing things around, and it just is not okay. So I figured in the midst of all that, as I'm cleaning, I figured I can show you some of the stuff that I regret buying. That way it can hopefully help save you some money and time and doubt for getting the wrong and right stuff. All right, here's the game plan. We're gonna clean up this wall first, and I really want to redo my wall soon, but it may take a bit of time before I figure out exactly what I want. And well, just to give you a little premise, I just don't know the particular picture layout. And yes, I will fix the straightness of these frames. I'll get my dad to do it this time. This is what happens when I do things on my own. But I'll get my dad over here and then we'll do things properly this time. And I don't know if I want like a couple of photos. I definitely don't want the same grid layout again. I want something totally different. And I don't know what picture again, but I kind of want to go with the same color scheme maybe, and get some landscapes, get some board game pictures out here that are more updated. And overall, I want a matted look, something that won't get reflections when I use any kind of lights, or if the sun is coming in, I don't want a harsh reflection anymore. So I may even avoid using frames. I don't know. But anyways, let's get to work. Lav mics. I always use these, so they're going to stay here. They are very important. I got this time code to use to help sync up audio and post when we're doing things like with those mics with gameplays, but I could just never figure this out. Honestly, time code is the most confusing thing, and there is no proper guide that I have seen that has taught you how to use this. I even reached out to customer service and they can't even explain it themselves. ND filters, I always use these. Gear number 1 that I absolutely regret getting. 3 iterations of GoPros. And at the end of the day, I still regret using them. This one is the GoPro 11 Black, my first thing I absolutely regret buying. I thought I was gonna use this quite often for point of view shots, but it would just be a whole contraption on my camera and something that it's too bulky to use around and in the field. I did capture a bunch of BTS with it in case I ever set up a class for it, so I still have those shots. Like, for instance, I used the GoPro when, I think it was for filming Gap or something, and I stuck this on my camera that we can see like a point of view shot of me using my camera along with the GoPro. But other than that, I haven't used it since, and it's just collected dust. Now, I absolutely love this. This is the Fantic workstation, and it's been so useful, especially for board game parts, because I would use some of these tweezers / forceps and spatulas to position games properly sometimes. And oftentimes when I'm kind of finagling around with computer gear and everything, it has all the bits and bobs, and it's pretty much an electric screwdriver. So this thing's really cool because once you just tap this part, comes out, and you got yourself a screwdriver with a ton of different heads. So I absolutely love this thing. Gear number 2 that I regret buying, and I've only pretty much have used this one time, and that is the Insta360 Go 3. Now, I didn't want to use this as a vlogging camera. I just really liked how small and tiny and portable this camera is. So you pull that out, and then you can control this tiny little camera from here. And honestly, it was okay. It's just that the quality really sucked, and I thought it was fun at first because you can just mount it anywhere you want, and you can put it in very tiny places. I actually fit this into a commercial once because I opened the drawer of a board game box drawer component thing, and as soon as I can pull it out, it's like looking straight at you, and I thought that was fun in that you can fit in different pieces. But honestly, the only reason I got rid of this is because someone made a comment one time, and they said I had like the necklace that you hang down from it. So there was a necklace here, and there's a magnet, and it was just this tiny little camera hanging hanging from my chest like this. And ever since I was like, oh, that looks like your 3rd nipple. It ruined it for me forever. So I never used it since. I would say I have pretty thick skin overall, or else I wouldn't be doing this. But sometimes comments like that really gets you, and I'm just like, what was the point of that? Now, you took away my creativity. Now this was actually in real life. It was in IRL. It was not online either, but it was it pretty much smells like this. This is one camera bag I definitely regret using because I've only used this a handful of times. It was just so bulky. And this is the Peak Design. It's a Peak Design one. It's the one that has a bunch of stuff in it. And yeah, this actually needs to go. But that backpack just ended up being too bulky for what I was looking for. I thought I was gonna use it more often, but it's just way too much of a hassle to carry around and way too heavy. It's funny, as you get older, you always look for things that are more portable and light. This is a packable 25-liter duffel bag. And it's like, you can fold it up and it fits in a tiny little thing. Same size as my hand, and it's a full-on duffel bag. This is probably my oldest backpack. It is a Peak Design everyday carry backpack. And I even made a video about the everyday backpack version 2. It was one of my very first videos on the channel when I just wanted to cover whatever. And yeah, it's lasted for so many years. And this is the original version 1. So I eventually want the version 2. I have the version 2 in the bigger size, but I just haven't needed the reason to spend a couple $100s on a new backpack when this one has lasted me for well over 8 years now. Just reorganized the snack drawer, big bag chips on top, more chips here, and then the bottom half is going to be some, protein bars and Gushers, fruit roll-ups, candy, cookies, chocolates on the bottom with more sour stuff here on the bottom. But some applesauce, different flavors, and we got Capri Sun, also got some new Trader Joe's sparkling lemonade. This is actually pretty good. I wish it was a little bit sweeter, but it's pretty good. Wild berry soda. I'm trying one of them. That way, if it's good, I'll get a whole 6-pack of those. And then we have some Arizona teas, bunch of water on the bottom, some ginger ale up top, and my wife really likes Diet Coke, so I got her some Diet Coke here on the side. I say this every time, but I know I'm gonna get a comment about it, so I just wanna say it again. Every time you see the snack drawer, there's a reason why it's not healthy, okay? Because every time someone comes over for a game day, no one wants to eat healthy stuff, okay? I just want to put that out there. Every time I get healthy stuff, no one even touches it and it just collects dust until it expires. So that's why I just get snacks and just feed the people. Good enough for me for today. Honestly, didn't do too much. I just kind of cleaned up my background a little bit, organized the backpacks on the bottom, cleaned out the snacks, and semi-organized this corner over here, which really needs to be tidied up soon because I think the anime drawers, anime display shelves are coming very soon. So they should be here within the next month or so. And I gotta figure out what to do with the board game shelves. Either get rid of one or I put the anime shelf right here, which I think I'm leaning towards that. I haven't fully decided yet. I figured I was gonna decide once it gets here. I heard this the other day and it kind of resonated with me a lot. And it's that these action cameras, they sell you on opportunities, but I think they get you hyped on the types of shots that you could possibly get. And of course, being in a big budget, giant commercial, they have all the means necessary to sell that shot and make it look good. And so for me, those two specific cameras just didn't end up working well at all. But luckily enough, the DJI Osmo Pocket I have been using all the time now, and this is one camera that I'm glad actually lived up to the hype. And I have been using it less now. I actually have been switching off between my other Fujifilm camera and this one, just so I can up the quality a little bit. But here and there, I'll pull out the pocket camera when it's just something practical to use, or else I won't get anything recorded at all. So anyways, I appreciate you all watching and hanging out with me. If you made it to the very end, go ahead and comment tidy for a semi-tidy office now, Tim. How long is this gonna last? Maybe I'll give it till this weekend, and then I'll probably have to clean again and start next week. Have a good night, y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.